Frankly, you look like you could use a good laugh. And lucky for us, we can lean on comedian and actor Aziz Ansari. Plus, Brendan traveled to Narnia in the hopes of finding elves that look like Liv Tyler. He's in for some bad news. And finally, you won't find Trillville on any map, but you'll find him right here in our studio, live. Now get ready to be spanked with moon rocks by Attack of the Show!
Pick up on this.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to Attack of the Show. Good to have you.
It's great to have them. It's great.
No, it's awesome to have them.
It's super fantastic.
It's the best.
And what is equally as amazing and fantastic are our new movie rumors. We love them. We live for them.
Well, you love them.
I do love them. I come into work every morning. I like to see what new projects are floating around, what celebrities I can stalk, where they're shooting.
I feel like you've got some new movie dirt. I feel like that's where we're going.
I've got one for you, and it's a doozy. It's a rumor floating around about Jason Statham's next movie project.
Okay.
You know Jason at all?
The Transporter?
Yeah. I call him Jay. We're on that level.
Sure.
Yes, the gentleman from the Transporter, very, very good at what he does, I must say.
Well, he transports, and you never ask, and you never fall in love, and whatever.
Right. He broke those rules, though. But
Sure
it was just a hell of an action film, and now he's rumored to be in another one called Crank.
Called Crank?
Crank.
Crank like meth? Or like a crank?
More like Speed, but not the drug. And I'll get there in a second. I'll get there, so just bear with me. I'm going to take you down this wild road of describing that it's about a guy who gets injected with a poison that if his adrenaline level drops to a certain level, he'll die.
Oh.
Yeah, got to keep the adrenaline going. Get on the elliptical.
So he can't, like, ever sleep?
No, that would be...
Or he can't ever get a massage?
Can't take an escalator. He has to take the stairs, angrily, because has to keep the adrenaline up. So basically, it is the movie Speed, but in a dude instead of a bus.
Keep the guy going.
Exactly.
Over 50 miles per hour.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's going to be released sometime next year, so it's not a joke. The movie's Crank, but now, here's my problem: is that normally the villains or the bad guys in these things, they shoot at them. You know, they want to kill them.
They chase them.
They chase them in a car. They plant a bomb somewhere, and they say, "Oh, you're going to blow up." They can't do any of that in this movie
because it'll keep his adrenaline up.
Exactly.
They want him to be comfortable.
They want him to be comfortable. So, how exciting could it really be? I don't know.
There. Drink the tea and relax.
Bah! Chamomile!
You'll relax if you know what's good for you.
Never!
Don't make us get the sleepy time.
You'll never break me. You hear? Never!
I know. Just take it easy. Yes, keep massaging. Work the knots out. Think of candles and fjords. Relaxing environments. Waterfalls, perhaps?
You know?
That could really work.
Actually, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a line now. I'm going to check Fandango, actually, if you don't mind. No,
no.
Who knows? It could be good. I'm a big fan of Jason's work, so it could be interesting. But I feel like Hollywood is really letting us down.
You do?
They have been, well, look, they have been for a while. I haven't been interested in anything they have, motion picture-wise. So when I want to see images that are in motion, I turn to the internet, Sarah.
Well, I know you do.
I go online.
So what fantastic video have you found this time,
You just
Kevin?
put the ball right on the tee for me, don't you? Oh! Google Video has a 2-hour-long epic of ping pong.
What?
Ping pong. Yeah, the game with the paddle and the balls and the net
2 hours?
on the table. Oh, yeah.
A rally going back and forth for 2 hours?
It's a match between a table tennis coach and his student. You have to see this. Watch.
Sounds riveting.
Yes!
Kevin, I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm watching.
Well, it's the master on the one side of the table and the student on the other, and they're playing ping pong.
Well, when does it get cool?
You're not sold already? All right, okay. Can we?
That was what was
wait,
cool?
can we fast forward in the booth? Okay, all right, we can. Let's go like an hour and 50 minutes into the video.
Okay.
Watch this.
All right.
Riveting.
You're right. That got way better.
See how the guy's on the other side of the table now, and they're still playing the same game?
What's the matter with you?
It's exhilarating,
This is
Sarah.
ping pong.
This is the best.
It's not even like playing ping pong, which is also like really boring, even if you're playing it.
This is the
Watch
miracle that
Google.
God has bestowed upon us in the form of Google Video. And if you don't recognize
You feeling
it,
all right?
no,
You
not
sick?
really. Actually, I'm a little ill. Actually.
You seem sick.
It's a little Tylenol cold and sinus up there. I
All
like
right.
ping pong.
I understand that interesting videos can be found on the internet. In
Yeah.
fact,
Why
I
can't
actually,
you find any?
well, I have actually. I have found. Before you speak ill of me over here, thank you. Weathermen, you know weathermen. They talk about the
Yeah.
weather
The
on
green
local
screen
news.
about the cold front and
Sure, or
the
weather
coastal
women or
winds.
whatever. But there's a different kind of weatherman on the streets now.
Oh.
This one is from Queens, New York, and every day he goes outside at 6 a.m. right on the dot and video blogs about the weather.
I'm running for my life. For the barometer. It's 25 degrees. Feels like 15. I'll talk later.
I mean, this is commitment here. He tapes every episode outside
What
his
the
door
hell
on the
was
roof
that?
of his apartment building.
What was that? He's running from some dude and...
Just go with it.
Oh, okay,
He's in
all right.
Queens. It's cold there this time of
Yes,
year.
it is.
You got to give it to him. 6 a.m. That's awesome. And he doesn't always talk about the weather, Kevin.
No,
if you're
apparently
thinking,
not.
gee, that would get old. No, actually, today, a little tidbit. His camera broke because it wasn't weatherproof.
I love this guy. No, I've been watching all the videos on his blog,
amazing.
and it did start out with him at some point telling you the barometric pressure and the wind chill factor. Then there was another video where he came out and like kind of stared awkwardly at the camera for a good 20 seconds and said, you might need a coat.
He's an acquired taste.
I think it's brilliant. I really like that.
But we sort of like the
He's no
weatherman
ping
around
pong
here.
on Google.
Now, Kevin, do you have any last-minute gift shopping questions?
No, I wonder if our viewers
I
do
think
those,
our
Sarah.
viewers probably do. So don't ask the idiot store greeter. Ask us. The number is 800-839-7880. You can also email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/askus.
Yeah.
I'm a little sick.
And if you could chat with us in our IRC chat room, it's at chat.g4tv.com. We take your call, maybe even a chat question. Who knows? I'm feeling saucy. We're going to send you one of these Jinx t-shirts. What, you like that one?
I like that one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
Now, of course, Brendan's on the old couch today. Brendan,
Well, it's Brenda Moran.
what's going on?
Putting in some couch time, guys. Don't go away, folks, because I've discovered the magical element of the Chronicles of Narnia was missing. Me. And comedian Aziz Ansari will be here to ask how many people in our stage crew are from out of town, huh?
Rated M for mature.
New York Magazine calls him one of the 10 funniest New Yorkers you've never heard of. So we felt like, well, we should do our small part to help rectify that. He's stand-up comic and actor Aziz Ansari, and here he is in the clip from the online series, The Shutterbugs. Yes. Welcome to the show, Aziz.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
That was a little clip from Shutterbugs, which is something you did for Channel 102, right?
Yeah. Channel 102 is this thing in New York where comedians and stuff make 5-minute television shows, basically, and audiences vote on which ones they like best, and those come back the next month with a new episode. And me and my friend Rob Hebel did that show, Shutterbugs, that you just showed a clip.
Yeah, and that was, I thought at first when I saw the first clip, I was like, oh, okay, well, that was a cool joke, obviously. You guys extended this out to be this epic battle between two rival agencies. I mean, did you expect that it would get that far? Did you have that all written at first, or was it just they wanted more, so you gave it to them?
Yeah, well, me and Rob just had this small bit that we once did, like in live shows, where we pretended like we had like a child talent agency, and so we did that first one, and then we had to make a second episode because it got voted like, you know, the top episode or whatever, and we're like, wow, you know. So for the second episode, we thought we'd come up with this like rival agency that like was stealing our clients or whatever,
Right.
and
Those damn sugar plums.
Yeah, the sugar plums, and you know, it just went from there and just evolved into this crazy thing, you know.
Now Rob looks really familiar. There's some actually very familiar faces in Shutterbugs. Who are you going to work with there?
Rob is probably best known as the Inconsiderate Cell Phone Man. He does the Inconsiderate Cell Phone Man character before movie previews and stuff. And he was also just on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He did a couple episodes on there, and that was really funny. And Paul Scheer, he plays one of the rival agents, the Sugar Plums, and he's probably recognizable from Best Week Ever. And Ali Faranakian, he's one of the other Sugar Plums, and he's been on Conan a lot and stuff. And, yeah.
Fantastic stuff. And people can still get that online, right? They can
Yeah,
still
you can download them on azizboard.com. There's links to all 3 episodes of the Bugs.
Now I know you're no stranger to the online scape because the first clip I ever saw of you, when producer showed it to me, was you talking about someone that I know our audience is very familiar with, a gentleman by the name of Tommy Tallarico.
Yeah. I actually stumbled upon Mr. Tallarico pretty strangely. It was like around last year this time, actually. I was in India, and I was there during the tsunami that happened, and, luckily, none of my relatives, my family, none of us were hurt.
Okay.
And, when it happened, I was expecting, some emails of concern, from my friends back here, but I didn't get any. But I did notice that my website started getting a bunch of hits from Tallarico.com, and I didn't know what it was, so I went there, and, it's a message board for kids that are fans of this guy, Tommy Tallarico, that composes music for video games, which is, I'm sorry to say, one of the nerdiest things I've ever heard of. And apparently my brother posts on there all the time. So, there are all these threads on the message board, has anyone heard from Iron Man GLC? He went to India, and there's, all these posts where there's, these frowny face emoticons, those emoticons.
Right.
So that's how I
big
found
giant
out about
animated
Tallarico.
teardrops. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's how I found out about Mr. Tallarico.
Yeah, and so you incorporated him into one of your routines. Does he know this?
Yeah.
Have you heard from him at all?
Well, what I did was I started telling this story when I got back, and I recorded it and posted an MP3 on my website, and Tallarico heard it, and he thought it was funny, and they're all really good sports about it, and they're all really cool guys. So yeah.
And I was on your website earlier today, and you mentioned that Dane Cook's MySpace has a couple 100,000 friends or so.
Yeah, it's 300,000 friends.
Yours, and I don't mean to derail into the MySpace discussion, but what's going on, Aziz?
Oh man, Dane Cook's very popular.
You have what, 1,060 friends?
Yeah,
now?
I got 1,000 something. I put up a little plea, oh come on, help me out with some MySpace friends.
Have you customized the look of your page yet? Have you?
Yeah, I got links to Shutterbugs and stuff like that on
big
there.
Big sparkly text.
There's a lot going on my MySpace page, people.
All right, I'm telling you.
And my Facebook page,
listen,
for that matter.
If Aziz doesn't have over 10,000 friends by the end of the show today, I'm going to be very upset. We're going to post your MySpace link in the show notes.
Yeah,
We're
it's on Aziz's board. Yeah.
All right, good. So we'll get it up there. I want to talk a little bit about UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade. What's some of the work you've been doing with them?
The Upright Citizens Brigade Theater is this theater in New York, and they have one in L.A. right now, too. And it's founded by the Upright Citizens Brigade Sketch Group, which is Amy Poehler, Matt Walsh, Matt Bester, and Ian Roberts. And it's just this really cool theater where, a lot of cool people like Rob and Paul and myself, we perform there. And you can really just do a lot of different shows and stuff. Right now I'm doing a show in the theater in New York every Monday called Crash Test, which is just a weekly stand-up show that I host, and I have a different co-host each week, like Rob or Paul or somebody,
Sure.
and we just have a series of sketches that we do in between the comics, and it's really fun.
Is this improv comedy, or is this written? Is it a mixture?
Well, the stand-ups are, they have their prepared material, and me and the co-host kind of have sketches written out, and we'll improvise stuff based on the characters or whatever,
Now, that you do a routine involving R. Kelly for some of this stuff, which is the single most brilliant thing I've ever heard in my life. Can you describe the in the closet bit?
Yeah, we did this show at the UCB Theater called Trapped in the Closet, where we showed chapters 6 through 12 of Trapped in the Closet, and then after each chapter, we'd have a panel discussion discussing the genius that is Trapped in the Closet.
Right.
And it's a really fun show. Last night we did it in L.A. Me and Paul Scheer hosted it as I was Ulysses S. Ferrero, the executive producer. And it's just Trapped in the Closet is so insane. People are getting shot, and instead of going to the hospital, they're just wiping it off in the bathroom and going.
Sometimes you got to brush it off and
and
continue with your day.
Exactly.
You can't,
yeah.
You learn that living on the mean streets of
Yeah,
LA.
yeah.
And I'm told this is your first trip to LA, right?
Yeah. Just got to LA this week, and it's been
Literally your first time, though.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And any parallels to New York? Are you noticing anything?
I don't know. It's different, I do like the In-N-Out burger. It's solid.
In-N-Out is good. The
yeah.
homeless do have a sweet scent to them. They a little more syrupy than the New York variety, I find.
That's funny you mentioned that. I was just reading the syrup smell. There's this syrup smell in New York, and it happened again today. And people are like, "Oh, that's so funny! It smells like syrup." It's I'm actually pretty concerned that someone's able to disseminate a smell throughout Manhattan with no problem.
Agencies are like, we may or may not find whoever's doing it. Could be anthrax. It could be log cabin.
It's the syrupy poisonous gas.
Thank Aunt Jemima and move on.
Yeah,
so
right.
you're performing. When do you have performances? You got one tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing a show tonight at the UCB Theater in Los Angeles, and it's tonight at 9:30, and it's just gonna be an hour of my favorite stand-up and videos and stuff like that.
Cool. Well, I advise everybody to check it out and to add you to their MySpace because we need to get you some friends. Thanks, Aziz, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. Again, you can head to Aziz's site. It's azizisbored.com for more info and check out Shutterbugs. It's great. Now stay put because Brendan talks to fairy queens. I'm serious. Next.
you read it. Maybe you read the Cliff Notes. Or maybe you had to repeat 4th grade. Either way, this week's big franchise movie is based on the classic children's book, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I got to see it before you did. How close is your film to the original book?
I think it's close. I grew up with the book. I loved the book. I wanted to set out to make a film that was true to the book.
C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is one of 6 books in the series, featuring a family of 4 British kids, a big coat closet, and a lion. Aslan, the lion. That's fake, right?
It depends what you mean by fake. Yes, he's either computer generated or animatronic. We used a combination of both. You couldn't make this film like Jaws was made, where he just kind of was always just out of sight, because he's too much of an important character, and I wanted people to accept him that way.
They're saying it's one of the best looking animals.
Yeah.
That's not really there.
I know, it's, I mean, a photorealistic line. It's, right. And when you see the werewolves, Andrew cuts between real werewolves and CG werewolves, and literally, you can't tell the difference.
Andrew Adamson is the same guy who directed both Shrek movies. He tapped the same guys who did all the effects for The Lord of the Rings. And together, they created 60 different species of animals, or half man, half animals. I guess you could call them manimals.
The thing about this film that's really interesting is that there's less CGI than there has been in almost any big fantasy film for the last 10 years. Partly because it's directed by Andrew Adamson, who's Mr. Special Effects.
Tilda Swinton plays the freaky white witch, one of the only real characters in Narnia.
But she looks good, let's face it. She looks damn good.
The witch gets her clutches on poor young Edmund, and all hell breaks loose.
Couldn't I have some more now? No!
On set, when the cameras weren't rolling, did she ever freak you out?
No, we had fun. It was cool. Is that the wrong answer?
No, that was the right answer. In come the talking wolves, the talking fawn, that's your manimal there, and the talking beavers. And the CG really does look good.
I ain't gonna smell it if that's what you want.
Not only was I convinced by them as kind of animals, but also as characters. I mean, the beavers are so funny, and just you totally believe in them as a married couple.
You got a great line, too, when you say the,
He's a beaver, he shouldn't be saying anything.
He's a beaver. He shouldn't be saying anything.
And they all get together for a final battle scene that, for sheer effects, really does rival anything in CG movies over the last few years. Since there's probably going to be a couple more of these films made, what do you think about that? Is this going to be the next couple decades of your life if you want to stay involved?
There are another 6 books in the Chronicles. This one took me about 3.5 years. So yeah, about 21 years from now I might be finished.
Adamson says he'll actually only probably do 1 more instead of all 6, which aren't guaranteed either. I guess it depends on if you go and see it. It opens today, so help the guy out. Now, the show will continue to work hard for you after this. We have an installment of the feed that's so good, you'll smack your mama. Moo! Moo!
I know you have an appetite for animation that's as deep as your appetite for self-abuse and gin, which is why you need to check out G4's late-night block, The Barbed Wire Biscuit. Tonight, Anime Unleashed asks the question, will Japan ever do anything about its giant robot problem? And the answer, thank God, is no. So check it out tonight at midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific. Now, let me remind you that this weekend would be well spent checking out our podcast. You can go to attackoftheshow.com, or you can check the iTunes podcast directory. You can always get a hold of it there as well. Now, today's Boost Mobile Live Band, it's once again, folks, Trillville. They're coming up in a bit, but now, just let us get through the feed without incident. All right? Thanks.
Terapeak, a market research firm, is claiming that online auction site eBay has currently sold $23 million worth of Xbox 360s since the console's release. That's a lot. eBay apparently sold Xboxes at a rate of 1 every 13 seconds. Isn't that like faster than children are born worldwide? Even more shocking is the fact that the average sale price was $702. Now, that's nearly double the price of a single console, or exactly the price of a single console plus accessories if you were to buy at Best Buy on launch day. Just kidding, guys. Now, we're just waiting for the follow-up report when it's revealed that of the 23 million worth of units sold, 2 million were empty boxes and another 5 million were toaster parts duct taped inside hollowed-out Dreamcasts. Buyer beware. Now, in other survey news, a firm called Scientific Atlanta has concluded that by year's end, 16 million households will have high-definition televisions, but only 7 million will actually have high-def signals. Strange? Well, not really when you consider this. Most of the people who own high-def TVs think they're watching shows in HD, even though they're not. The survey showed that 49% of HD TV owners were not taking advantage of the technology, and a great percentage of them just thought that owning the TV alone meant that they were now magically watching everything in HD. Wouldn't that be fun? And this is why we don't have robot manservants and flying cars yet. The tech learning curve is completely out of whack. Get on the ball, people. Come on. Now, the online virtual world Second Life, which is funny since it assumes its users have a first life, is starting to become a haven for political protest. Ooh. Large billboards emblazoned with slogans such as "Support our troops," "End the illegal war in Iraq," and "Restore U.S. credibility," "Impeach Bush," have begun popping up all over the virtual landscape. Now, the website secondlife.blogs.com is reporting that even people who agree with the sentiment are annoyed by the intrusion of politics. One enraged member posted in the forum that they came to Second Life to get away from such nonsense. When asked what his friends thought, he said, "I come to Second Life to get away from such nonsense." And finally, the poor of the world don't even want the much-anticipated $100 hand-cranked laptop after all, according to, apparently, their new global spokesman, Intel chairman Craig Barrett. Barrett was quoted as saying that the bare-bones laptop developed by the MIT Computer Lab is little more than a gadget, and it won't catch on with poor schoolchildren who crave the full functionality of a PC powered by an Intel processor, no doubt. We have to agree the few children that we spoke to in the streets of Egypt and Thailand said that the laptop helped them learn to read and all, but it really chugged along like a mofo during marathon sessions of Quake 4. And that's the feed at TGIF.
TGIF indeed, Sarah Lane.
Operation 5 p.m., man.
Yeah.
We're halfway
But thank
there.
good it's time for phone calls right now.
Thank good.
Yeah, let's do it.
Jeannie joined us on the phone from Roanoke, Virginia. Hi, Jeannie.
Hi, what's up?
Not much, just chilling. What
Hanging
about
out,
you?
making some television. You?
Not much.
Good.
Cool.
You have a question for us?
Yeah, I was just wondering, what do you buy someone that you really don't like?
Oh, for Christmas?
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, do you dislike them because they did something mean to you, or just
Is it
general
like
hatred?
a family member that drinks too much and embarrasses you?
He's just annoying.
Oh.
Well, why do you have to get him a gift?
He's my ex, and I know he's buying me something, so I'm
You don't have to get him anything.
Get him a restraining
He's
order
your
at that point.
ex-boyfriend and he's buying you something and he's really annoying.
Stalker.
Don't buy him anything. You are off the hook, girl.
You know, there are websites that literally you can send like animal excrement anonymously. I kid you not. You order it, they send it in a
Kevin.
box. I'm dead serious. It's like the ultimate
No.
revenge. There are like multiple websites that offer that service. So if you definitely want to send them something,
Message loud and clear.
I'm just saying it works.
Excrement.
I
Merry
have a friend who
Christmas.
actually used one of those services. They deliver.
A friend?
A friend, a guy I know.
Someone
once.
I know?
Daniel joins us on the phone from Houston, Texas. Daniel, you there, bud?
Hi, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm here. I was wondering because I have a girlfriend, and she
Good.
says she doesn't want anything, but
She lies.
I know she wants something.
She
so I
absolutely
don't know what
does.
to get.
Yeah, I bet she does want something. Now, does she not say anything because she's inflatable or because she just genuinely doesn't want any material
No,
goods?
no, no. Girls do things like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, she's not really materialistic.
That's also.
Now,
a
have you
lie.
asked her for something?
Yeah, I've told her. I mean,
Daniel, your girlfriend says things like that because she wants to seem like the best kind of girl ever. Because, of course, the best kind of girl would not care. They just want a nice card, which she does, by the way. She really wants a nice card, and you got to write a lot of stuff in there. But besides that, if you didn't get her something, she would drag this out for at least another 6 months, if not a year.
I always say, like, get her something that will benefit both of you, like a high-quality webcam if it's a long-distance thing, because that'll end up paying off for both of you in the long term.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's actually very good advice, Kevin.
Yeah. Get something that'll help
Get her something. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
Get her some
but
sexy
don't just not
lingerie.
get her something because she said not to, because it's all a ruse.
Yeah.
Head games. That's
Women
all we
are
do.
dumb.
All
They
we
lie.
do. Yeah.
Yeah. Next call.
No. Jason joins us on the phone from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hi, Jason.
Hi. I want to ask what your favorite PSP game is?
What's your favorite PSP?
Honestly, I'm not playing a lot of the PSP, man. I'm really not. There's no, like, other than Lumines, which is like a launch title, there's really nothing that's grabbing my attention. Tokobots was kind of fun for a few minutes. Grand Theft Auto, again,
You're just not a PSP guy.
There's really nothing.
You can admit it.
Most people are using it for, like MAME-compatible games. I'd recommend using an older firmware and getting some of the emulators on it, because right now, there's no real games worth playing. There just aren't.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Strong words.
Sorry, folks.
You heard it here.
Now, stick around, my little ADD monkeys. You too, Sarah. I reheat your Friday with some free playingness. Next.
Cool.
Tell your girlfriend that she can keep the change. Why? Because it's Free Play Friday. Chronicles of Narnia.
Narnia.
Are you familiar with the movie at all,
I
Brendan?
saw it.
Oh, yeah?
I give a recommendation. Thumbs up.
Nice. Well, how about the game from developer Traveler's Tales?
Haven't played that, Kevin.
Thankfully, I have, Brendan.
We make a good team.
We do.
Together.
I'd high-five you, but then I'd infect you. Basically, this is a two-level PC demo that includes some nice cinematics of the Chronicles of Narnia game.
Narnia.
Now, as you see there, that was a combo move. You get to play as multiple characters throughout the movie. Now, I haven't seen the movie. The brothers and sisters in the movie, Brendan?
Yeah,
Are there?
you've got the Pevensey children.
Okay.
You've got the wolves. I can see there. They're fighting the wolves.
Now, you kill them. You don't interact with them. You don't chit-chat with them. But it's really basic controls. Essentially, I mean, obviously, the movie is designed for a more a younger audience, right?
That's
Not
right.
for a mature audience. The game itself, though, for being simple with the control schemes, a little simple keyboard, I remapped some of the mouse, it's actually kind of hard. Like there's puzzles that have to be solved by using combining forces, the brother and sister at the same time kind of thing. There's little bonuses. There's statues that are hidden. I don't know if statues play a role in the movie, but they're in there.
Yes, there are statues. I don't want to give too much away though.
Well, yeah, don't spoil it. Don't
Okay.
spoil it for us. I just want to make sure there are statues in the film.
So it's not an easy game to play.
It's not.
But I mean, kids, 8 and 9-year-old kids aren't the only ones that are going to be playing.
Well, no, and that's the thing, because I am not 8 or 9 years old. I'm 17
You act like
and a
it.
half. All the time,
Yeah.
but that's just for television.
Okay.
Let me tell you about the gameplay and the controls, though. Is it oversimplistic? Perhaps. Essentially, I remapped it to mouse buttons, so you're mashing the mouse button a whole lot to do a simple attack. There's a heavy attack. Some of the characters have special moves. One is that one of the girls will play like a pan flute, and it will lull all the enemies to sleep. Here you can see me swinging my brother around and knocking minotaurs about in the face and chestal region.
Okay.
And those are just some of the moves that you have.
Pan flute?
I don't know. It could be a pan flute. It's some sort of wind instrument.
Okay.
It's definitely in the woodwind family.
So you just assume it's a pan flute?
I did assume. You're right.
That's weird.
Thank you for calling me out on that,
Okay.
by the way. And as you can see, interactive environments as well, pushing barrels along. But it's not just a single-player experience. They did have a little co-op going on in there. So there's some multiplayer where you can both play sharing the same keyboard, which is kind of cool. Play along with a buddy. But again,
Doesn't that get weird, though, if you're playing... You have to play with the same keyboard?
Yeah, two nerds that close together. It's
you gotta
it's
fight
not a
over
pretty
like
sight,
elbow
but-
space and
well,
stuff?
It's co-op, so essentially you're playing along with each other. The
No,
enemies,
thank you.
not the brightest of the bunch. The AI is a little on the weak side. You can run circles around them, but that keeps the demo interesting at least. It's pretty, it's free, and if you want to sneak peek at the game or sneak peek at the movie rather, and you want to see what it might have to offer, download the demo. You know, it's not a big deal.
Or go see the movie.
Or just go see the movie and skip the demo.
I would do that.
Okay.
Thanks, Kevin. For links and whatnot, check out the show notes. Now, here's someone with too much time.
Now, it's Friday. You have a newly minted paycheck in your hands, and you want to place some bets based on video game research. So, in other words, you need some Jimmy the Geek. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
That's right, Kevy, baby. Good to see you again. Back
It's
in Vegas.
always good to see you. Yeah, you look safe, sound, and apparently back on the Vegas Strip, huh?
That's right. I love this city, Kevy. Was at a funeral the other day, and the widow eulogized her husband by saying, Raymond's only sleeping. Priest leans over to me and goes, I've got 100 that says he's dead. Can't beat that with a stick, babe.
No, you can't, Jim. You can't. All right, let's get to what you do best. What picks do you have for us this week?
All right, Kevy. Got an NFL game this week that should have a sign on it that says for men only. Chicago at Pittsburgh, Kevy. The over-under in this game is 31 points. Not only is that very low, but consider the over is 6-0 in Pittsburgh this season and 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. Not to mention the fact that my research indicates that the Bears defense is more overrated than heels on a stripper, baby. Madden06 thinks there will be some points scored in this game. We happen to agree. Throw a huge chunk of cash on the over. You'll have it won by the third quarter, baby.
All right, the over in the Pittsburgh-Chicago game. We got it, Jim. What else do you have?
All right, Kevy. Everywhere I go, be it prison, the cat house, people want to talk about the Colts being the first team since the 72 Dolphins to go undefeated. On October 16th, the Colts were a 10-1 shot to go 16-0. Those odds have now been cut in half. Look at that remaining schedule. 3 real tough games. And my research indicates that the crowd noise, the weather, the pressure all conspire to beat the Colts in Week 16 at Seattle. Look for the Seahawks defense to confuse the hell out of a Peyton Manning and for Sean Alexander to have a big day running the ball. No undefeated season for the Colts this year, babe.
Wow, that's a huge prediction, Jim. The Colts going down in Week 16 to Seattle. You sure about that one?
That's right, babe.
All right, what else?
Positive.
All right, what else do you have?
All right, Kevy. This one caught the interest of both my wife and my mistress, so call it killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Which desperate housewife will be killed off during May Sweeps Week? Okay, we got Marsha Cross, she's in at 1-1. Felicity Huffman, she's got 2-1. Nicolette Sheridan, 4-1. Terry Hatcher, 6-1. And Eva Longoria, 8-1. There you see the odds. The betting public likes Marsha Cross, and for good reason. But look at Sheridan at 4-1. She depends on sex appeal, baby, more than any other character on that show, and she's not getting any younger. Look for the producers to strike while she is still hot and leave her dead in the weeds before Father Time comes and kicks her ass down.
Wow. Jim, I'm pretty much left speechless, bud.
Hey, Kenny, have a drink. That usually fixes things for me.
Yeah, I bet it does. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Las Vegas, Jimmy the Geek. Thank you again, Jimmy. Now, stick around, folks at home, because Trillville is here to do us up good and proper. Next.
On the next attack of the show, be MacGyver without having to shell out for hair extensions and flannel shirts. We'll show you how to make your escape with household objects. Plus, Arcade staple Gauntlet gets a few nips and tucks. But is it all style and no substance? Find out. And finally, 40-year-old virgin actress Miki Mia stages a one-woman war on chest hair. That's what's in store for the next attack of the show. And now, put your hands together and please welcome Trillville!
Yeah. Hey. 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 up? What's 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 up?
It's your boy Dirty
What's
P,
up?
right?
Yeah. It's your boy Dirty Mouth, you know what I'm saying?
What's that? We gonna show y'all how we do it in the A-Town, baby. Reloaded.
Or what it is, or what's up? Can a player just keep in touch? Crack you up like you ain't been to. Hey, show your ass how to really catch up. Hey, well, give me your number, and I'll call, and I'll follow that ass in the mall. Take you home, let you juggle my ball. Whoa, beat tear down, yo. This your boy, Mr. Funkadelic. What's the business, baby? I've been on you all day in the mall, Miss Lady. You looking good. I think I see your ass in the hood with your friends dressed up, trying to find you good. But anyway, gonna drop a number or something, so I can call you later on your phone or something. Take you home, and maybe we can bone or something. There's no limits to what we do, cause tonight we couldn't. But hey, I'm digging in your wall, some vicious. With your legs to the ceiling, catching all kind of figures. You delirious, or might I say you taste so delicious. With your pretty brown skin like almond joys and kisses. And you are certified head, #1 scholar that takes in the ass and won't holler. Bend you over, and I'll follow you straight to the room where it goes down lovely in the Legion of Doom. What it is, or what's up? Can I cut you up like you ain't been cut? Show your ass how to really catch up. Well, give me your number, and I'll call, and I'll follow that ass in the mall. Take you home, let you juggle my while I'm being teared down, yo. Hey, you know the deal before playing still. Damn, that hot scene like it gon' melt. You know I get to you till you run out of breath. Being bustin' nut all over yourself. The first time I called, you were jiggling on the wall. In and out of your jaw, I was beating down your wall. Take no ass break along. For a player was the call. And every time you seen a G, you was slipping off your draw. I recall, I met your ass at the mall. In the fall, you the one with the dress on. Let me take you home, show your ass how to bust a nut. Up in the guts, cut you up like you ain't been. Cut up, back to the side, to the front, turn around. You got to ride, I smack the thighs any way that you want it. So gon' see about a pimp and that monkey. And that's for sure what it is. What's up? Can I play again? Hey, cut you up like you ain't been. Show your ass how to really catch up. Well, give me your number, and I'll call, and I'll follow that ass in the mall. Take you home, let you beat tear down your what's the business, baby? Can I get in them drawers? I like the way your hands rub against my walls. You the one 12 minutes out to come on with your pretty brown skin, thick thighs and all. 35 petite, and you smell as unique. Maybe we can exchange numbers and hook up in a week. Oh, you a week? I knew it from the first time I saw you. The way you play with your tongue, I knew right then I would call you. So what it is? They call me super dumb from the Ville. And I'm gonna tell you like this, cause the player's so real and stay trill. Cause all I wanna do is just drill with that ass in the air. In the cuss I'ma kill, and I feel you love to do it up on the hill. Hey, from behind take nut in your grill, so girl chill. And shut your mouth just for a second. While ladies dig down on you just like I'm Teddy. Hey, what's up? Can a player just get into? Hey, crack you up like you ain't been. Show your ass how to really catch up. Well, give me your number, and I'll call, and I'll follow that ass in the mall. Take it home, let you juggle my while I'm being teared down your wall. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Trillville Reloaded, 06, baby. Hey. Yeah. What's up? 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 Sorry Entertainment, baby. Trillville. Still now we do it, baby. What? Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Woo! Trillville, everybody, for more Trillville. Come up, stand with me. Check out our show notes and keep an eye out for Trillville Reloaded coming out early next year.
Better believe it. Make sure you get it.
That's right. Now we know you guys have a lot to say, so stick around and we'll get to your chat questions all next.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
Hey, just so you're aware, in about a week, we're going to take a little bit of break from you guys and fill the air with our best of clip shows. So be on the lookout for shows like Attack of the Nerd, a collection of our techiest segments, and Attack of the... a hodgepodge of our greatest Brendan Moran moments. So spend the holidays with us. Kinda. We won't really be here, but, we'll be watching ourselves.
Hibernating for 14 days.
Deep slumber.
Deep
We have
slumber.
an IRC chat room, and Brendan really wants to see what's going on in it.
Yeah, so we're going to take a question. What do you guys say? Dark
All right.
Blue Tornado wants to know, does Kevin prefer modern WW2 or future combat in FPS games?
I've been meaning to ask you this very same
Me
question
too. This is
for
something
so
that's
long.
kept me up at night for some
Well,
time now, Kevin.
I'm glad.
Let's put him to rest.
I'm glad you finally asked. I have to say it's the future. Future and or modern. And I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, it depends on the style of gameplay. Because I'm a fan of the arcadey first-person shooters. I don't like the realistic stuff because I kind of suck at them. So when you run into a room, you hear a pop and you're dead because it's realistic damage. No, that means boring as hell to me. So I'm a fan of the modern and the future stuff because the old stuff, like, I don't need to run around with the old musket, or whatever these weapons were. These were boring and
No,
slow.
you absolutely don't, Kevin.
I want lasers.
Don't sell yourself short.
I want spaceships, I want light
Sharks
swords.
with laser beams on their freaking heads.
Thank you. That's what I want.
Point taken.
All right,
you.
Running Man wants to know who would win in a fight between the flying spaghetti monster and the Roboraptor.
Brendan, I've been meaning to ask you that question.
Well, Necrata broke the Roboraptor pretty easily, so maybe that means something.
That's Corrado. Corrado could take on a plate of spaghetti anytime.
We could always buy another Roboraptor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I say Flying Spaghetti Monster wins hands down.
Really?
Roboraptor, it's all
Plastic-
talk.
plastic
It's got
child's
those
play thing.
alligator arms, can't do much.
Roboraptor's a
Actually,
toy.
they're raptor arms.
The flying spaghetti monster is a
'Cause it's,
monster.
well,
Well, but they're all from the
spaghetti.
same genus.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
That was good. That was good. Unoriginal wants to know, what's your favorite midnight snack? Ooh,
Oh.
I know what mine is.
What is it?
Okay, I take a scoop of peanut butter and a spoon, and then I smash chocolate chips. Has to be semi-sweet chocolate chips on it, and I eat it really slow. It's like peanut butter and chocolate, but better.
Mine's methadone.
Yeah, it does. It keeps you going, though.
It slows you down.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the
makes me
You should see him
able to
without
sleep.
methadone.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Shakes,
entertaining?
shaking,
I,
puking, the whole nine. What
I'm
about
pretty
you?
boring. I'm a Pop-Tart kind of guy, and I'll go
In the
for
middle of the night?
Oh yeah, at midnight for sure. Big
Ah,
glass
you're
of water.
disgusting.
No. Sometimes I even put butter on the strawberry Pop-Tarts after they've been toasted, just a little bit. It melts it nice and
I'm
nice and
gonna
good.
yak.
But the strawberry,
Do
the
that.
fudge, and the what's the other one? The s'mores. Very good. Don't put butter on the s'mores though.
They make s'mores
That's just wrong.
Pop-Tart?
Oh
Yeah.
Wake up, hon. Go to Albertsons for once.
No way.
Yeah?
Whole Foods all the way.
Yeah,
Rob
hippie.
Beef wants to know, what's
Hippie
Sarah's favorite site
Pop-Tarts.
for online shopping? I like Bluefly. Bluefly is really good.
Why is that?
You get designer stuff for cheap.
Why don't we talk about it yesterday when we were showing off cool websites?
Because, I don't know.
Oh, all right. That's it, folks. Have a good weekend.
Thanks to our guests, Aziz Ansari and Trillville. See you Monday.
Follow that ass to the mall, folks.
Oh.
Computers on Attack of the Show provided by Intel. Game on. Power up. Take control with the Intel Pentium Processor Extreme Edition.